And welcome to Good Mythical More. I've enjoyed.
I have enjoyed.
Just swimming in the silver lining of what otherwise is a very tragic situation. And I didn't mean to say swimming because I'm trying to be sensitive.
I thought you were making another joke.
No, I wasn't. It just happened.
Well, that is an interesting thing.
Like the plunger man out there doing his thing.
But that happens there's lots of, you know how whenever there's a big tragedy, and then our show isn't, we don't have a show that was made the same day every single day like a late night show, right? So that's why we're talking about Harvey a little bit after everybody else is talking about it. Mm-hmm. But it's always interesting, like, when something crazy happens, and then like a comedian's got to be like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be funny tonight." I was actually just reading about Letterman right after 9/11 because it's in the book that you're reading.
Yeah,
and you're like, I want to be funny because you guys want to laugh, but we have to acknowledge that thing. And now it seems like there's always something that has to be acknowledged because of the news cycle, and so you like. Everybody knows everything that's happening around the world, whether it's natural disasters or whether it's a crazy accident or whether somebody does something horrible to a bunch of people. And so you want to be able to talk about those things, but you don't want to lose the ability to laugh at the same time. So
break out your plunger, baby. Put it on Facebook.
And when the people who are actually suffering from those things personally are the ones that are making us laugh, there's just like relief. You're like, oh, okay, we can still smile.
Right, yeah. I mean, the fact that, you can literally do a belly flop into water in your own living room, yet you're saying, you know what? I'm gonna make an internet video out of this, and let's catch this fish.
Get it on the news.
Let's get this on the news. It's like that's some silver lining action there. It's like that movie I haven't seen, The Playbook.
You haven't seen it?
I've heard about it. Now there was one before that I watched that had the two of them in it. That was really good. Or was that it? Wasn't there two movies with the two of them in it? J-Law and
then there was another
the raccoon guy.
You missed. That was the one you missed, and then there was another one. Yeah.
Oh, well then I've seen it
by the same filmmaker.
It was great. Silver Lining Playbook 2 is the one I haven't seen.
Didn't she? Her name. It was the name of what was a woman's name? Joy.
Joy. I did not see Joy.
Was Bradley Cooper in that too? But he wasn't in that.
There's one that they're both
filmmaker.
In. He was.
Yeah. He was. Oh. Yeah. He was.
I thought he was in American Household.
So what do you have here? You've got some other...
businesses, man. Businesses.
You're going to read more from the Silver Lining Playbook? Hurricane Harvey Silver Lining Playbook. Business.
It could be under the same category. Anheuser-Busch.
Budweiser maker?
Yeah, they make Budweiser. They started canning water to send to Harvey victims. So they tweeted, "We're sending more than 155,000 cans of emergency drinking water to those affected by Hurricane Harvey. Stay safe, everybody."
So you're telling me that they just sent Budweiser?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what they say about
nothing
Budweiser.
New here.
Now,
that's what they say about Budweiser.
Did they change did the can still say Budweiser? Because then some people might have been severely disappointed.
No, it said Budwater.
You don't know.
Yeah, they changed it.
No, they didn't. What did it look like?
I don't know.
Well,
they probably didn't make new cans for it.
I think you have to make a can. You have to make a generic can.
Well, then it probably said Budwater.
Budweiser.
They should have called me. Walmart. They sent 1,000.
It just says water. It just says drinking water, but it has an Anheuser-Busch logo on it. So it still looks kind of like really cheap beer.
Water with a splash of beer. Okay. Walmart sent 1,000 emergency trucks to affected areas.
They put all the mom and pop emergency operations out of business?
Most of them carrying crates of bottled water. So, everybody likes to hate on these companies, but they're in a position to help, and a lot of companies did, including Pizza Hut.
Holla!
Shada Habib, the GM of Sugarland Pizza Hut. Sugarland Pizza Hut. That sounds like someplace I'd like to be. Gathered employees to cook over 120 pizzas for Oak Lake residents who were trapped in their flooded homes and delivered them via kayak.
What?
How would you feel about that? Would you be happy to get a pizza? A hot pizza? In a flooded house?
Well, yeah. Yes. Well, hold on. Is that a kayak? No, I will not accept your piping hot pizza, or lukewarm pizza, or soggy pizza. I will accept any pizza delivered to me in a kayak.
But some people are picky about pizza. You know, I don't. Some people are like, oh, you're getting Domino's.
Oh, is it Papa John's? I don't want.
Even you go all the way to the bottom. You go all the way to Little Caesars. I'm not going to complain about it. $5 pizza is still pizza. You really can't screw it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like beans and rice. You really can't screw beans and rice up either. Some beans and rice are better than other beans and rice, but beans and rice, unless you put poison in it, is going to be good. Bass Pro Shops.
Yes, Bass Pro Shops.
Now, as a man who likes to go in stores and sleep on things, have you been in one of those? They have a pond. They have a pond that you can fish out of. You can test rods.
Oh, yeah. Now, I would test floats on that pond.
Like
but
pool
I'm not.
floats?
Like a pool float. With a Budweiser water there, and just me sitting there with 2 Budweiser waters floating in the Bass Pro Shop.
They asked volunteers with boats. Okay, so Houston officials ran out of boats, so they asked volunteers with boats to come and help out. So Bass Pro Shops sent 80 of their boats, and so I think 80 of the boats like from the store.
Like a fleet.
The question is, then are they going to turn around and try to sell those boats?
Oh yeah, they're collector's items now. That's what we would do.
Is this a Harvey boat? Does that make it go up in value or down in value?
Does it have pizza stains on it?
Okay.
It goes up, baby. Pizza stained Harvey boat.
Let's see. Coldplay.
The business?
Coldplay. There's a business by now, right?
Yeah. The company Coldplay, not to be confused.
I bet
the
you
refrigeration company, not the band.
You know they have an LLC, at least.
Yeah.
You know.
What did they do? They delivered ice door to door.
But you know, Chris Martin makes all the rules, though. I'm sure he does.
He's very heavy-handed.
Yeah, and he looks like such a nice guy when he's hitting that keys. But you know, he's probably pretty ruthless. He's like, you guys get 5%. I take 95 and you guys split 5%. You know that's the kind of thing that happens in Coldplay.
Ask Gwyneth.
Gwyneth doesn't get any of that. She makes all of it from goop.
You
Isn't that the name of it?
Are you saying they had a prenup?
They played a tribute song.
You can have a prenup when you're just whatever they call they're conscious uncoupling, right? They consciously uncoupled. How does the prenup play into that? I'm looking at our lawyers. They're not here.
Coldplay, the business, played a tribute song, Houston, at their Miami show after the Houston
confusing.
show was postponed.
Okay, so they were in Miami singing a song called Houston.
Yeah, well, it's pretty straightforward, actually. Tech Dry, cell phone drying company. There's an opportunity.
And the band, by the way. They're a great band. Fairly poppy. Got like some polyrhythms going on.
Tech Dry?
Yeah, Tech Dry's got a lot of polyrhythms in there. If you really think about it.
They took a truck around with 2 drying machines and a bunch of phone charging stations and bottled water, and they helped dry and revive cell phones.
Drying machines.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you because we need to do something with Tech Dry.
Tech Dry.
Like I just want to get as wet as I can and then go into one of their drying machines.
And finally,
it's a GMM waiting to happen.
Wisconsin. I told you guys a while back about all the extra cheese. America's been storing cheese for decades. There's caves, but they got cheese in them.
We're not proud of it.
And Wisconsin has a lot of cheese. The state of Wisconsin sent 17,000 pounds of cheese to Texas for Hurricane Harvey victims. Now this sounds.
I hope they didn't drop it from a plane.
This sounds like an altruistic
They
thing.
would displace the whole flood.
But you know they were like, oh, finally,
Yeah.
we got a good excuse to get rid of this cheese. What do you think they're doing with 17,000 pounds of cheese in Houston right now?
I think a lot of people in Wisconsin live in it. Like it's igloos and whatnot.
Well, of course, but what are they doing in Houston?
What? What are they doing with the
What
cheese?
are they doing with 17,000 pounds of cheese? That's a simple question.
They're eating it.
Oh, okay. They're eating it. Oh, there they are. There's
Simple
some pictures.
answer. It's wheels of it.
They're using it as wheels.
Thanks for sticking around for Good Mythical More.
If you want to watch more, well, we don't have Good Mythical more, but we do have a lot more videos.
Here's 2 of them.
Also, click the circular channel icon to subscribe.